Hi, I'm DiRenzo. Welcome to Fire Engineers Trade Minutes. In this segment, we're going to utilize a Sill anchor to perform an egress with a personal escape system. This firefighter is wearing a lumbar mounted personal escape system. This option that we're going to utilize is going to be your last resort option. Utilizing the hook into the sill is a very unsafe practice due to the fact that the sill can follow the firefighter out and he will have an uncontrolled descent. You would rather have the other options as far as the remote anchor, the tensioned anchor deployed first, but if need be, you need to utilize the sill. We're going to show you how that can be done. At this point, there's no other option. The firefighter is driven to this window. He's trapped in the upper floor. He's gotten himself a safe refuge, and he's transmitting his Mayday. Once the firefighter gets to his window, he's going to clear it of any instructions. He's going to determine he has a safe area to egress to. He's going to deploy his system. He's going to go down to his right leg, run his hand up to the system, feel for his anchoring device. He gets a hold of his anchoring device, he deploys his system. Gives it 2 tugs to deploy it and get it off the safety harness. All right, at that time, the firefighter is ready to anchor his device. As you'll see here, the firefighter cups the device. What he can do is put it between his 2 fingers. Comes up to the windowsill here. Now, once again, why it's unsafe is the construction of this sill leads to, for once the weight is on here, that this can either break off or the hook can dislodge. So he can either go down into the sill, or his other option is he can go into the side where he's got more structural stability. It's the firefighter's preference at that point. The focus here needs to be keeping the hand cupped over top of the hook, so that way when he goes to transition his weight over, his extremities are not pinned underneath the rope or the hook. At this time, the firefighter is going to lead out with his head staying down low and basically perform a window hang. When he performs his window hang, he can now hang there before he goes with the full descent, to where they can either correct the problem, he can come back into the window, or they can throw a ladder or an aerial ladder bucket up to him to get him out. So the firefighter is going to go ahead and transition the window. As he transitions the window, his left arm and left leg are going to hook himself in. His right arm with the escape rope is going to be pinned into the outside wall. At this time, he determines there is no coming back in. He's going to perform the rest of his egress. He removes his hand, allowing the anchoring device to get established into the structure. He uses his left hand now as his throttle hand and control hand, and his right hand will be his brake hand, which goes to the lower back. At this time, he can now perform his controlled descent. Now, let's take a look at this in real time so you can get the good effect. The firefighter has become trapped in an upper floor. At this time, he's going to try to attempt to locate an egress point and transmit his fireground Mayday. He's located his egress point. He's going to make the window a door, clear all obstructions. His only other option is now to go ahead with a sill anchor. He deploys his system and embeds his hook into the structure. Hooking his left arm and left leg, he completes his window transition and utilizes his right arm with the rope pinned into the outside wall. He transitions over to the system and weights the system. This time he uses his left arm and left hand for his control and his right arm as his brake. He'll complete his controlled descent and remove himself from the building. You just saw one of the techniques that can be utilized to establish an anchor point to safely utilize a personal escape system should a firefighter become trapped in an upper floor. It is strongly recommended that firefighters utilizing personal escape systems receive initial and annual training in the use of their system to maintain their proficiency. We'd like to thank Sterling Rope for their sponsorship. Stay safe.